There was a woman named Sarah who had a dream. It wasn't a grand, outlandish dream, but one that meant the world to her. She wanted to open her own bakery. She had always loved baking, the smell of fresh bread, and the joy it brought to others. She had saved money for years, taken classes, and spent countless hours experimenting with recipes. One day, she finally opened her bakery. The first few months were great. Customers came in, they loved her pastries, and her little shop became a cozy, beloved spot in the town. But then, something started to change. Slowly, the flow of customers slowed. The competition grew. New businesses popped up, and Sarah's bakery, once bustling, became quieter. She tried everything: discounts, new recipes, and even changing the decor. But nothing worked. One evening, after closing up, Sarah sat in her shop, staring at the empty chairs and the empty counter. She felt defeated. All her hard work, all her dreams seemed to be slipping through her fingers. She thought to herself, "How did I end up here?" That night, Sarah walked home, her mind racing. She didn't want to give up on her dream, but she couldn't keep fighting a losing battle. As she walked, she passed an old tree in the park near her house. The tree had been there for decades, its branches strong, its roots deep. But one of the branches had recently snapped during a storm. Sarah had noticed it before, but it was only then, standing beneath it, that she truly saw the beauty in that broken branch. It was lying on the ground, not useless or forgotten, but part of the cycle of life. The broken branch wasn't something to mourn. It was part of the tree's process of growth. The tree would continue to thrive, new branches would grow, and life would go on. It was then that Sarah realized something. She had been holding on too tightly to her dream, afraid to let go. But in doing so, she was only creating more tension. Sometimes, letting go wasn't about giving up. It was about making space for something new. The fear of failure had made her blind to the possibilities of change, to new opportunities that could arise from accepting the unexpected. The next day, Sarah made a decision. She didn't shut down her bakery, but she started to let go of the pressure she had been putting on herself. She took a step back and thought about what she truly wanted. She reconnected with the joy of baking, no longer focused on perfection, but on creating with love. She began experimenting with new ideas, not for the sake of saving the business, but for the sake of rediscovering her passion. Months later, Sarah's bakery was not the biggest, nor the most popular, but it was thriving in its own quiet way. She had learned the art of letting go, of expectations, of fear, and of rigid plans. She had found peace in allowing things to unfold naturally, in giving herself room to grow, and in trusting that sometimes the end of one chapter was the beginning of another. As Sarah stood in her bakery one morning, watching the sun light up the cozy room, she realized that letting go had not been a defeat. It had been a freedom. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Keep following us, or you might miss out on more inspiring stories like this one.